So are those turkeys or quails? I'm not 100% sure. I think I want to say they're quails. Look a little small for turkeys. So this morning we decided to make, well, this afternoon, we decided to make breakfast pizza. So I sprayed a little butter spray on the skin. Then I put eggs, ham, mozzarella cheese, and a little bit of pepperoni on top. Pretty cool. So Ender's being hyper cautious right now because he just got the living crap scared out of him. Like, he doesn't even want to come near it now. Great. So I got the third water fountain for here in the kitchen. And I turned it on while it was empty. So for a few seconds, it tried to run with no water before the sensor realized there was no water. So it made a loud noise, which made Ender jump. So Ender started approaching it really slowly, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity. So I stood there, waited until he almost reached it, and went and watched him jump about a foot in the air. And then Michelle reached down to pet him, and Ender forgot Michelle was there. And when she touched him, he looked like a rabbit twisting in the air about this freaking high as he ran for his life. And it's all her fault. We got some flowers here. I gotta try to preserve these. They're pretty. Looks like they're favoring the shade, which kind of makes sense. The sun out here is a bit brutal. And we actually have more flowers. We also have these. I was glad to see these grow here. These are a little bit more tolerant of light, so they're only getting partial shade from the carport here. And then we also have these itty bitty ones down here. Not sure what they are yet. What is that? Bird poop? Probably. So nice to have some flowers. I also found out there are hummingbirds here. One street over, ladies got hummingbird feeders, and there were hummingbirds, which means I should get hummingbirds when I put the hummingbird feeders up here. So I'm super excited about that. I plan to hang them up along this edge here so they don't get blasted by the morning sun, and they get mostly shaded from the evening sun by the tree in the house. Maybe I'll hang them up slightly inside on the girders here, like there and there. But, or down here, farther away from people, so they don't get scared away. Well, something's wrong with this one. Hey, birdie. Hey. Come here. Oh, you poor thing. You must have got whacked. I'm gonna take you over the shade, baby. Here you go, baby. There you go. You poor thing. You must have got thumped by a car. There you go. Come on. There you go. You're a pretty one. You okay, baby? Yeah. That poor thing. It looks okay. I've seen this happen before. They get stunned, and it's like a computer crashing and rebooting. And if you're holding them when they're done rebooting, they take off like a bat out of hell. So I think he'll be okay. He ain't done rebooting yet. Yeah. I don't think anything will hurt you here. I think you'll be okay. You'll be fine. Well, we're finally getting the pigsty in front of the house cleaned up. My wonderful sister's helping me out. She's helping me tear up boxes. We're gonna load all the boxes into here, flattened, and then we're gonna put the trash on top of them. But this is kind of cool. Let me show you this. I finally got the bits to put together the stake body on the trailer. First, the cap for the little black trailer. I'm using those pins for the front because I lost the little pins that came with this trailer. Those pins actually work better. They're much easier to put in. So I want to get more of those pins. Shorter ones if I can. Because they're a little longer than I need, but that's not bad. So I got these here. These are 1/4-20 threaded knobs. Reason they're different is that one's a male and one's a female. So this is the male, it contains the actual screw, and this is the female, contains the nut. So now I can put together and take apart this entire stake body with no tools. These are all hand turnable. You know, they got big enough grips on here that, you know, even cold in gloves, I'll be able to take these apart if I need to take off the stake body or put on the stake body. And by keeping the stake body on, it'll help this thing retain its shape, keep it square. So once it's square, I'm gonna get, you know, Thompson water seal or something like that, or paint, and paint it up to preserve the wood. This is working great. I found my little 7-gallon container, which is gonna go on this footrest here. So that'll give me 50 or 60 pounds of downforce. What's 7 times 7? 49. So between 42 and 49 pounds. So probably about 45 pounds. You know, water plus a bucket that'll sit right there and give me that little bit of downforce I need. And I got to replace this here. This one's cracked. You see it started splitting. So I got to replace that one. But otherwise, yeah, the stake body came out great. And these are all non-snag, so they're not going to, you bump up against these, they're not going to tear you up like nuts and bolts would and wing nuts. So, very cool. It's coming together. Now we're going to see how much of this trash we can get taken care of. Oh, we're done for the night. We filled the entire trailer almost entirely with cardboard, and that's flattened cardboard. And we didn't even touch inside the house. That's just what was out here. But you see, all the cardboard's gone. I still got to get rid of the stakes, the blow-ups, the tanks. That's all going to go in the back where it belongs. Starting to neaten up here a little bit. That's stuff that has to be taken care of. Got to take care of all that stuff. A lot of that there's trash. A lot of this is trash, but we're out of room. The water softener, propane tank, and where is that? Right there. That stuff there is going to go in the back. The door is going to go in the back. So this will all be gone. If I get rid of the chair. The other full tank over here is going to go inside the propane cabinet. So I'll have 2 tanks for the stove, which will give me almost 2 years of usage, like 1 3/4 years usage. A little more cardboard over there, but a lot more room now. And I got the tank on the Jazzy hauler. That thing is freaking heavy. It's got to be over 50 pounds. Whatever 7 or 8 gallons of water is, plus the weight of the tank. And now I can haul this out of the way. I should be able to fit this in there now and get the trailer completely out of the way. And with this extra weight on here, I should be able to go over little humps and stuff like that. So we're about to test it. Well, it worked, except now I pull reverse wheelies. Now when I go backwards, although I should be able to adjust those wheels. If I can adjust those wheels down further, I can keep it from pulling that reverse wheelie. So what happens now when I back up is the back end goes like that because there's not enough downforce from the trailer. So going forward, good. Backwards, not so good. Or I need to stick a 50-pound weight on the back there. It's probably what I need to do is get rid of the water jug and just put a 50-pound lifting weight there and a 50-pound weight there. That'll give me 100 pounds and it'll evenly distribute it front to back. But for now, the jug will work. You see the back wheels are off the ground a little bit. And yeah, I guess what I really need is for the trailer to be back there, the ball to be back there. But you know, I don't want to modify the Jazzy too much. I want to be able to return it to stock. Because being able to return it to stock means it has more value if I decide to upgrade to something else later. But it does work. I can now move the trailer a little easier. I got here's the roll down 150-inch screen. So it's broken. The rolling mechanism doesn't work correctly, but that's okay. Once I pull this down, I'm never going to put it back up again, so I don't care. I'll have a much higher quality screen. The cheapest one of these roll-up screens I could find on Amazon was $384. I got this one for 70 bucks in Albuquerque. Yeah. And those are my bins. I'm going to try to capture the water coming off of this in the roof of the house, and I'll capture it into there.